And every morning, I would frantically check Twitter because, and look at the maps or which cities got bombed.
First, here at 5:30, the Ukrainian president makes a pledge of victory this year as the world marks the somber first anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The war has killed hundreds of thousands. Millions of other Ukrainians are now displaced after fleeing their homes. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Todd McDermott.
And I'm Tiffany Kenny. The U.S. has been lending assistance to Ukraine since the war started. President Joe Biden announcing an additional $2.5 billion aid package for Ukraine and sweeping new sanctions against Russia. It includes more rounds for rocket launchers, more artillery ammunition, as well as drone and counter-drone equipment. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin says the U.S. will stand by Ukraine for as long as it takes.
The impact of this war on people is worldwide. That includes right here in South Florida, among them a West Palm Beach surgeon who was born and raised in Ukraine.
She spoke with Taylor Hernandez, who joins us now. And Taylor, how is her family? They're still in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right. Todd, Tiffany, Dr. Anastasia Quimby has just one cousin remaining in Ukraine right now. The rest of her family left, but she also has a lot of friends still in Western Ukraine, so she talks to them as much as she can. 365 days ago, Anastasia Quimby learned Russian soldiers invaded her homeland. And her city was bombed.
Just talking about it gives me goosebumps right now because at first it was just utter disbelief. You could just sort of just even comprehend what was happening. Then utter horror.
Quimby was born in Western Ukraine when it was still under USSR control.
I remember when you wanted to go get bread, butter, milk, basic things, you had to have like special tickets to go get it.
But when she was 6, Ivano-Frankivsk and the rest of Ukraine became its own country. That recent memory is why she says Ukrainians are continuing to fight.
Because it's not something that is theoretical to us. It's not something that we read about or something. We know what we're fighting for.
While she has lived in the United States since 2004, she still has family in Ukraine and countless friends who she checks on daily.
Sometimes you talk with her on the phone and you can actually hear the bomb sirens going off, the air alerts going off.
While the lives of those she loves in Ukraine have been turned upside down, she's added a new step to her daily routine.
To this day, every morning, my routine is to check the news, see if my city was affected, touch base with my family, friends, make sure that my cousin's okay, make sure that my friends are okay.
Quimby has always been a proud Ukrainian. And as this war continues, she wants people to understand why Ukrainian forces are fighting so hard to maintain the democracy they achieved just 3 decades ago.
One of the most hurtful things that I've heard people say, it's like, well, why don't they just give in? Why don't they just stop the bloodshed and just, give in and what? And it's just like, I don't think people understand what you're suggesting. It's not like you can just give in, stop, and you're just going to continue living your life. It's like, if you give in, you know that you, your children, your grandchildren will have no life.
As a surgeon, she says her first instinct was to go to Ukraine when the war began to help, but she couldn't because she learned she was pregnant. So instead, she worked with surgeons from around the globe to send supplies to doctors there, going as far as holding Zoom sessions to teach doctors in Ukraine how to perform life-saving surgeries. Reporting in studio, Taylor Hernandez, WPBF 25 News.